Disney's woke empire is burning, and their response exposes everything wrong with Hollywood. After losing hundreds of millions of dollars on race-swap princesses and political fairy tales, they're pulling out their oldest trick. And it involves a 66-year-old woman and a dance from the 1990s. The same company lecturing you about progressive values is desperately exploiting Jamie Lee Curtis's sex symbol past to save their sinking ship. But the real story here isn't what Disney's doing, it's what they're admitting. When ideology fails, they go straight back to what they claim to hate. The hypocrisy is more stunning than any special effect, and what you're about to see will change how you view every single Disney product forever. Now, Disney's hypocrisy is destroying their empire, but there's one area where being genuine still matters: your health. While Disney pretends to care about values, then exploits sex symbols for profit, there are people who actually walk their talk. Like turmeric. You've heard about it, but here's what matters. Standard turmeric barely gets absorbed by your body. Dr. Josh Levitt discovered BCM 95 curcumin and absorbs 200 times better than regular turmeric. He combined it with boswellia to fight inflammation, magnesium for tight muscles, and bromelain for joint stiffness in Golden Revive Plus. Now, this is not just another pill. It's a complete joint restoration system. Now, I take it daily. No more morning stiffness, no hesitation on stairs. Real solutions, not Hollywood fakery. Visit goldenrevive.com/NNN and start moving pain-free again. So this is what everybody is talking about. Jamie Lee Curtis and her ample assets. Now, this was trending. Jamie Lee Curtis dancing and bouncing her assets on a stage, promoting a new film. The film is called Freakier Friday. So they're pulling out Jamie Lee Curtis and her ample assets to try to bring people back to the movie theater. After disaster after disaster after disaster at the box office. So, of course, everybody remembers Jamie Lee Curtis in the 80s and the 90s in films like... here she is, Jamie Lee Curtis, 66, still using her body to promote her films. Jamie Lee Curtis, let's see, I think that on the left is from True Lies. I'm not sure what the other one is from. I do know this is from Trading Places because my mentor, Aaron Russo, produced that film. There's Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd, famous film. And, of course, she plays a prostitute in that film. But they felt it was necessary to bring out Jamie Lee Curtis again because, of course, their ratings, their ticket sales are being destroyed. Now, listen, I don't want to just keep promoting all these pictures of Jamie Lee Curtis and, of course, this famous video film from her True Lies striptease. Of course, that was from the 90s. But this from 9 hours ago. Jamie Lee Curtis shared her pride in Freakier Friday's all-female creative team, from director Nisha Ganatra to writer Jordan Weiss, composer Amy Doherty. Women get things done. After the film's impressive $46.5 million opening weekend. Women are leading the way, and we're leading with the things that women do. So what is it that women do? Is it just, presenting the assets? It's stunning that they're bragging about an all-women cast and production team or whatever it is, but then using the sex appeal of women to try to bring people into this movie. But again, I bring it back to the fact that it's because Disney has completely collapsed. And apparently, look at this. This is from July 23rd. Disney's making a new woke Peter Pan movie. I did not know this.
I'm willing to give... Disney is doing another remake. Are we surprised? No. They are doing a new Peter Pan movie because obviously no one can be bothered to make anything except remakes these days. And Tinkerbell is now black because obviously the only creative thing that Disney can do is race swapping. She's being played by Yara Shahidi. First look at Yara Shahidi as Tinkerbell in Disney's Peter Pan and Wendy. But let's watch the trailer. I'm willing to give it another shot because I do love Peter Pan.
How did you come to Neverland?
You
Lost boys.
Every last one of us.
Oh my god, they're so diverse!
But you're not all boys. So?
Oh! There were lost girls. We're not all boys. Who cares? We're non-binary. That does look cool. I won't say that it looks bad because I love Peter Pan, but why was it necessary? Genuinely. It's nothing revolutionary other than adding in some female lost boys, sprinkling in some more diversity, and, updating the visual effects.
Will they learn? Apparently, they're working very hard using Jamie Lee Curtis. And of course, everyone remembers the Snow White controversy. Why almost no one will go see the new woke Disney Snow White because it's Bud Light 2.0.
The original cartoon is not going to be saved by the prince. She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was feared.
Yeah, you see, that's why Disney's failing. Disney, go woke, go broke. Disney's quarterly theatrical earnings down 15% from last year. Here's a post we made back in April. Hollywood elite attack. Hannity destroys Disney CEO Bob Iger for his vile comments about Elon and Melania. The woke entertainment cartel that poisons your children's minds is terrified of the Trump-Musk alliance. Their propaganda machine is crumbling. So they bring out this.
Curtis. Come see everybody. It's Jamie Lee Curtis. Come see Freakier Friday. The same level of nostalgia and joy and laughter and happiness and tears and friendships are being enjoyed again now 22 years later. You're going to join with a big group of people who are finding something really sweet at the end of the summer to remind them what it is to be alive. I'm just really privileged that I get to take you on the ride. And so, thank you.
Yeah, I think the only nostalgia that they're trying to bring back is this nostalgia. Will it turn into ticket sales? I don't know. I have no intention of seeing that film. Let's check in with what Hannity was saying.
And when he made the comments about Elon Musk, I went after him. I'm like, really, Bob Iger, you're the CEO of woke DEI Disney. Do you approve that message joking about domestic terrorism? Just like when he went after Melania Trump, the woman speaks 6 languages. English is her 6th language. She's reading to children, and he starts making fun of her accent. I mean, you're just an asshole to do that. And I went hard at him, and I made him apologize to me before I'd ever give up. That's how deep in the pain I went against him. When he made the comments about Elon Musk.
Bob Iger, working hard. Here we have a clip from Ben Shapiro. Disney's woke agenda backfires again.
Executives claiming there is a Pixar movie that was just released called Elio. It has been an absolute box office dud, like a complete gigantic failure. Disney is the same company that had top executives claiming that they were mainlining gay propaganda into children's programming. I mean, it's kind of an astonishing thing, right? I mean, this is a movie that is made for young kids by a gay director, and it was a queer-coded 11-year-old in the film. Why in the world would a parent take their kid to see that? Why? And Disney knew that was going to be a mistake, and so they changed it, but it was too late, because it turns out that the artistic efforts that went into making this a queer-coded film could not simply be removed without apparently affecting the final product in some way, shape, or form. But it demonstrates the lengths to which people in the entertainment industry will go to hijack the brains of your children, to screw with your children's values and morality. When you take your kid to a Pixar movie, you are not expecting that Pixar movie to be an ode to coming out of the closet for small children. That is not what you are expecting. And yet Pixar decided to hand this off to somebody who wanted to make it that thing. There is a Pixar movie that was just released called Ellie.
Yeah. So they pull out the old playbook. Some big old cans. Oh my goodness. How does that even happen? I mean, those things are enormous. I mean, you go from here to here? I don't know. I mean, maybe there's someone can explain it to me. Maybe it's surgery. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. Let's flash back to this moment with Elon Musk. He says Disney is deeply infected with the woke mind virus.
If we're going to fight the woke mind virus, then the woke mind virus will fight back. And unfortunately, Disney is deeply infected with the woke mind virus. In fact, if you ask an AI, what is the most woke company on earth, it's Disney. Really? You know? But, and you have to say, I think they should be asking themselves, what would Walt Disney think of Disney today? I think he's turning in his grave. I think he's not happy. Sure. You know, if the namesake of the company is not happy, that's probably a bad sign, you know? Because Walt Disney, what did he care about? He cared about bringing joy to people's lives. He making wonderful things that children and families could enjoy. He created some of the coolest, art in the world, and stuff that even 100 years after it's created, we still remember it. And it's still a major thing. But you have to say, how great was Walt Disney? He was amazing. But now, Disney, at least for now, is deeply infected with the woke mind virus. I think that will change over time.
I hope so. Yeah, right.
If we're going to fight the woke mind virus,
will it change with Jamie Lee Curtis? I don't know. What else have we got here? Woke movies and TV's shows suck because I prioritize agendas over storytelling. Kurt Russell, Roseanne Barr, and Tim Allen have formed the Non-Woke Actors Alliance, with more stars joining.
And television, woke movies and woke TV shows suck. And Kurt Russell, Roseanne Barr, and Tim Allen have put together the Non-Woke Actors Alliance, and many other actors are going to join as well. This is where they're focused on making sure that the quality of movies and television is based off of the script, the directing, the acting, the editing, not some stupid agenda pushing things that America doesn't want. Now, here's what's hilarious. If you look at Disney, which has had a huge track record of failing projects, television and movies, because they want some woke, silly, they care so much about that type of stuff, and it gets in the way of the actual storytelling. And Tim Allen, and it's amazing. So Tim Allen, Roseanne Barr, and Kurt Russell are saying, look, America doesn't want that anymore. They never wanted it in the first place, but we're going to fight against it, creating the Non-Woke Actors Alliance. And of course, they're going to attract a lot of big names. Now, let's this question. Have you noticed that certain movies and TV shows that come out focused on that woke agenda, that it's just an epic, embarrassing fail, and it gets to a point where it's just like a mockery, almost like they're making fun of themselves by accident? What's your take on this? Do you like these actors? Would you ever watch a movie just because it's woke? Is that like a real thing? We should follow Buzz Prodigy series. We'll figure it out together. Talk to you soon.
I don't think so. No, I don't think people go to watch movies. I mean, it's a minority of people. Oh, and speaking of minorities, here we have this. Disney took your childhood classics, filled them with woke garbage. Now they're losing billions. They race-swapped beloved characters, injected politics into fairy tales, and disrespected the nostalgia that made them iconic. Snow White was set to lose $250 million. Little Mermaid flopped, and Disney completely destroyed itself. And now they're going back to the drawing board to figure out exactly what to do. Oh, where's my bookmarks? There they are. There it is. Disney. Going back to the drawing board with an old tactic. Drawing up nostalgia. Men's nostalgia for Jamie Lee Curtis. Here's President Trump with Sylvester Stallone at Mar-a-Lago exposing woke Disney.
I'm owning Disney. The guy who's stone cold broke it is, I'm owning Disney. And then he got out of Disney because they were woke. He said, he didn't want woke Donald Duck, right? Enjoy the entertainment. Here's going to be fantastic. Let's go.
Even Donald Trump exposing woke Disney. So we're going to wait and see how this film turns out. Maybe Jamie Lee Curtis's assets will turn up the ticket sales, and maybe they will learn that some good old-fashioned sex sells, right? But it's Disney. What the hell? If you got value for this report, tab subscribe. My final thought is next. So this is Hollywood's mask slipping off. Disney preaches woke values, destroys classic stories with politics. Then when the money dries up, boom, they're exploiting Jamie Lee Curtis's True Lies legacy to sell tickets. The same executives who lecture middle America about being problematic are literally banking on a 66-year-old woman's sex symbol status from the 90s. Snow White lost $250 million going woke. Little Mermaid tanked. So what's Disney's solution? Not apologizing to families, not returning to wholesome entertainment. No, they're going full hypocrite, using sex to sell while pretending they're above it. Kurt Russell, Tim Allen, Roseanne, they formed the Non-Woke Alliance because they see the truth. So here's my question. Is Disney's shameless Curtis exploitation worse than their woke propaganda? Sound off below. And get gear that stands for real values. It's shop.nextnewsnetwork.com.